So we're down in Benfleet on this, this beautiful, look at the state of this sky. The beautiful summer's day, oh God. The only difference between summer and winter is in the summer the rain's a bit warmer. Anyway, we've got this, which is a 10 foot by 6 foot pent roof shed, and it's a standard shed with the exception that it's got the Barrettine's Wood Protective Treatment. There's a top coat on it. So rather than having a normal base coat, which is sort of like a chestnutty colour, this has got the Barrettine's on it. It means that now we've put the shed up, it's all ready to use. So on this shed, I'm going to start at the top. On this shed, we've got our standard 2.2 kilogram per square metre green mineral felt. There you go. Like I say, this is green mineral. On all of our sheds, what we do is at this corner here, this edge of the roof, we round this over with a router before felting it, and it stops it from splitting, stops the felt from splitting along there because it's not a straight 90-degree edge. Behind these fascias, the felt is all stapled down with stainless steel staples, and we put a batten at the back basically because it gives it a nice finish. On the sides and at the front we put the wooden fascia, which gives it a nice neat finish at the sides and at the front. The door, it's a standard 30-inch door. Let's move this camera up a little bit, there we go. That's our standard 30-inch door. It's got three, normally they're 10-inch, but 10-inch are out of stock, so we're using 12-inch galvanised T-hinges. We never use smaller hinges. If we're out of stock, we'll go for bigger ones. On the door just here, there's a staple and a hasp, and then there's a turn button just there. They're just for keeping the turn button's just for keeping the door shut. That's ready for you to padlock through, so you can lock it up if you want to. The floor on this shed is 12mm TGV, the same as the cladding. If you go for the heavy duty 16mm shed, then the floor is going to be 16mm as well, and the framework is going to be slightly heavier than this. The grade of this timber is a 5th grade or better Scandanavian redwood. It's a 12mm tongue and groove. You can see there, it's all tongued and grooved all the way down. Everything locks into each other. The roof on this, let's tilt it up, that's tongue and groove as well. We never use 16mm on the roofs. It'll always get 12mm regardless whether it's 12mm or 16mm cladding. The framework on this is, move my hand, there it is. You've got 32mm in that dimension. You've got 45mm in that dimension. You take it like with some of the cheaper sheds out there, the framework on it is 27mm by 27mm. So this is, by area, it's more than twice the size, I think. I'm not sure. You can see with the framework, every framework, we aim at roughly 2 foot on centre, 610mm on centre, or smaller. And that's because if the timber isn't supported across there, you see some sheds in a 10-foot panel, they'll put like one upright in the middle, and all that'll happen is in this sort of area here, where you're halfway between the uprights, the planks are all going to open up. So we put one every 2 foot. It keeps the timber stable. Timber's a natural product. It will do what it wants to, but it is quite predictable. When we nail up our panels, here we go, where's my hand? There's my hand, and there's the nails, look at that. So each panel is double nailed. It's double nailed at each upright, so that's double nailed. This is double nailed, and we tell our boys we want the nails at the bottom and at the top of the plank. There's one just here, you see there's a knot there. Oh, where's my hand? There it is, there's a knot there. So the nail's been moved up to miss the knot. That's correct, that's how it should be. The door on this shed, as with all of our sheds, it's all edged and braced, and this has got the CLS door on it, and then this has got the CLS as the framework for the door. We use the CLS on all our doors, regardless whether you have a heavy duty or not. It's 38mm, 63mm CLS, and it's all edged and braced. On the edge of the door here, there's 32mm by 45mm. That goes from the bottom there right the way up to the top. That's there to support the edge of the door, gives the door some extra rigidity. Doesn't need it on the other side because it's hinged, it's screwed onto the frame. What else to tell you? The glass, same as all our sheds. The glass is glass. We don't use plastic. We haven't found a plastic yet that doesn't either go brittle or goes yellow after about 18 months. The only other thing I can tell you really is the height. Internally at the back, you've got 6 foot of clear headroom. At the front, you've got about 6'6". No, you haven't got about 6'6". You have got 6'6". So that's it. That's a 10 foot by 6 foot pent roof shed put up in Benfleet by Gorilla Sheds.